slowly by slowly getting all the mines up here, and Best is in a little bit of trouble here. I think Best's two-gate build, two-base build, this is not going to work right now. Firebathero actually could go 2-0 and go for a game 3, which would be quite astonishing. I wasn't expecting Firebathero to go too far. And actually could put Samsung Khan in a 2-0 up lead against in a best out of 7. Quite a lead to have. We have a lot of mines being put up across the bridges now, so now he has to go through the mines and then across the bridges. A nice mine drag there, picking off a couple vultures, but there's still so many mines. If those turrets get up, he's going to miss his chance. We have the 5 factories, 2 machine shops. We're going to see a lot more vultures being pumped, more gateways coming up here, so really it's just Best's job to somehow get out of this. He's gathering up his last forces, and in a minute, once his natural nexus is being knocked down, we're probably going to see one last attack, and if he can break out of it, he can possibly get back in this game. But right now it's looking very, very thin. The choices for Best is he has to get out of this. How will he do it, though, is really the question. He's got to keep that shuttle alive. He's got to drop it perfectly on the tanks. There's not too many tanks, just so many vultures. Luckily for Best, he does have a ton of goons, which should be able to help counter all the vultures for Best, or for Firebathero. And we have him coming in. He loses the shuttle, though, with only about to drop 1 zealot. He's going to send all his zealots, but there is a lot of buffer here. A lot of mines going off, though. He might be able to clean this up, but no. The zealots getting right on the tanks, but they should be taken out. And once those zealots fall, it looks like Best actually not quite yet, though. Just not enough units. How many more reinforcements are going to come out? Because right now he's losing this battle and has a chance to lose his natural. Firebathero continuing to pressure in. Has about 4 tanks and a couple vultures, only to 3 goons left for Best. Reinforcements out of the 9 gates should be happening quite quickly. I think he might have enough to push all this back for Firebathero with the reinforcements. It depends how many vultures are on the way for Firebathero. He needs more. There's a lot of zealots getting right on those tanks. The tank count has about hit 0 for Firebathero. More reinforcements on the way, but it looks like Best momentarily is going to hold this off, and that'll buy him a little more time. A little more time is all he really needs right now. That's what he's fighting for. More tanks coming up, but Firebathero momentarily still holding. Zealots getting right on those tanks. Those tanks are falling pretty quickly, though. The vultures coming in, taking a lot of hits from those goons, but still laying the mines. That'll help definitely take it out. The Arbiter is out now. This will definitely help, but without an army, an Arbiter does not do much. You need stuff to clean it up after. He has to scan. He needs a science vessel fairly quickly. Unless he wants to end the game right now. He does only have that 1 turret for detection, but he really, if he can just keep pounding at the front door and Best isn't able to get an army up, that'll definitely be a big help to him. Continuing to pound in more reinforcements on the way. SCV to build more turrets and to help repair these tanks here. And right now, I'm still saying Firebathero is in a really good situation. He still actually hasn't even taken his natural gas quite yet. You can just see how many vultures he's been pumping, and that's what he's going to be continually pumping here. It looks like Best is chosen to go for it quite yet, picking the mines off, just trying to delay his nexus, his natural nexus from being knocked down. If that were to get knocked down, obviously that would be GG. Scanning, Firebathero continuing to be very, very aggressive. Only a number of tanks and a handful of vultures left, and Best's army is getting up there again. He does have zealots coming in. Nice mine drags. The mines are really buffering these tanks quite well, though, but he only has those 2 tanks left. Expect attack from Best fairly soon, because in a second here, the tanks are going to be in range to just be able to knock on that natural nexus, and at that time, Best is going to have no choice but move in. Slowly moving in, but another mine drag. Oh, that could have been worse. Firebathero getting a little lucky. There's only about 8 goons left with this Arbiter. This Arbiter doesn't have anything quite yet, just using the cloak to his full advantage. There really isn't anything to stasis, but he is helping shoot down these turrets a little bit. Best is desperately trying to hold on, but Firebathero just keeps slowly but surely moving up, and Firebathero is playing this very, very well. A big surprise to me, actually. I wasn't expecting him to play this well. I was expecting this to be Best's match, really. Best loves his two-base Arbiter build here, but it's going to backfire here. It's not working. He's actually transferring his natural probes to his main base, and that's when you know it's really a GG for a Protoss player. Up on the ridge with the tanks, that is definitely a point of advantage for Firebathero, and it looks like Best is going to end up short, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't see how he's going to be able to come back out of this. He does look like he's going for an Arbiter. We're probably going to see one last desperate recall, but with the reinforcements for Firebathero, it's only a handful of goons. He's probably going to do it right on the main base. He needs to get in that factory line, but there's a couple more turrets going off. It's not like Firebathero doesn't know it's coming, and there's actually the Arbiter might not even get it. Oh, barely gets it off. Storming, nice job there. All the nice mines in place, though, but Firebathero needs to get reinforcements on the way if he can hold this off, but he has taken out the natural nexus, so it really doesn't matter here. Firebathero is just going to be able to transfer and hold it off. All Best has is that army here. And nice trying to drag those mines in, but not going to do anything. Only a handful of goons remain, and as soon as these fall, expect GG. It is a team league, so usually the GGs come much slower. But now it looks like his attack is finally getting cleaned up. Tanks coming in. Every tank is basically falling to mines here. But with only 3 goons remaining, just not going to be enough here. Best will lose this game, and Firebathero will go 3-0 or 2-0 into game 3. It is a best out of 7, so really SK needs to get their act together and better get on it quick, because if they go down 3-0 in a best out of 7, it's not going to happen. The comeback will never happen, and now he is not GGing quite yet, still staying in this game. He really has no chance of this. The Zealots coming out here to pick off these tanks, actually. And he looks like he has momentarily held off the attack, but that's only momentarily. He's practically mined out in his main base. He will be mined out very shortly, and all he can produce is Zealots. He doesn't have the gas right now, but these Zealots actually will do quite good against the pure tank army we see for Firebathero right now. But he has 2 arbiters out, but you can see he's on his last 2 mineral patches with like 30 minerals in each. His natural still has a handful of minerals, but with no nexus there, he's desperately trying to long distance mine. He's actually holding off this attack quite well. I was not expecting him to even live this long, but there he is, mined out. Expect GG any second. You can see his face. He has lost to Firebathero. The hero himself has delivered a win, and the Arbiter coming out to take the tank. No real anti-air, but it really doesn't matter. Arbiters kill so slow. So expect GG any moment, guys. Bugging out probes in the line. He's long distance mining, and at any time Firebathero really wants to move in, he's going to be able to move in and get the GG, but he is being so safe, setting up a contain on a 1 base Protoss that really isn't mining. I think he could just attack right now, but with no anti-air, he's got to be a little more patient. These vultures coming in, laying mines. He's almost to the ramp. As soon as he starts shooting at these probe long distance mining, then Best won't be mining. A huge mine drag, though, taking out about 6 vultures in a tank. Very nicely done by Best there. And again, he continues to buy himself time, but it doesn't really matter if he's buying himself time, because there's no good end to this game. He's long distance mining out of 1 base. His production is so limited. And here all the vultures coming in, laying mines. The Zealots are cleaning up the mines, but there goes his army. There goes a huge number of probes to those vultures. He has about 10 probes mining, long distance mining, still surviving. Firebathero finish him off. You got to be the hero and finish it right here. He still is. He only off his natural. He probably could expand again, but right now it really doesn't matter. The choices are his. Here comes the vultures to kill all these probes, and once these probe goes down, I've said it. But another big mine drag going off. But please, just GG. Now he's holding his ramp from the vultures to get into his main base to protect the probes that have nothing to mine with. Looks like he's building a command center in the natural. Firebathero has went BM already. Best is actually going to kill the command center with the arbiters before GGing, I think. Wow. Alright, well that's Firebathero for you. But honestly, if you're not going to GG, then you're going to get BM'd, especially when you're playing Firebathero. This isn't the player that you delay a GG from. Now he's just getting humiliated. All the vultures are stasis. The command center actually has been picked off by the arbiters. And you can see Firebathero sending vultures everywhere. He just can't believe that Best is still in this game. He's looking for a hidden expansion. He's like, what is this guy doing? I can't believe the arbiters killed the command center, though. That's what you get, Firebathero. Very BM player. Brings a lot of character to the game, I guess you could say, though. But mine's all over the natural expansion. The ultimate contain is out, and there is no units. One last Archon, the desperate Archon, coming out for Best, and it's not going to do a single thing, just frying a couple vultures here. But he is long distance mining with about 1 or 2 probes that are getting killed. And okay, honestly, it's time to GG. This one arc, finally GG. Finally. Firebathero has won. Are we going to see a dance, or are we just going to see a high five? He was pretty modest after game 1. All right, just a wave to the camera, and he will walk and get his applause before making his way back up on stage. Look forward to game 3, guys. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. Sunday signing out.
근데 원래 이상훈 선수 같으면 훨씬 더 이런 말씀 집에서 모아주시면 깨방정 뭐 이런 거 해야지 맞는데 아직 이게 성이 안 찬다는 것 같아요. 지금 원래 오늘 시작하기 전에 5승 10패였거든요. 6승 10패 이거 합쳐서 7승 10패 이거보단 더